Hello, this is Unit 7, and in today's unit, we are going to be talking about food. So, let's get started. First, these are some questions that we can use to ask about food. We can say, what do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for lunch? What do you eat for dinner? And finally, what do you drink? So first, we are going to study some vocabulary about food. So we have some words here. I would like that you pronounce after me to practice how to say them. First, we say bread, cheese, pasta, rice, eggs, fish, meat, sandwich, pizza, chips, nuts, yogurt, chocolate, sweets, cake, ice cream, chicken, sausage, hamburger, noodles, toast, jam, jelly, biscuits. Now let's study some words about fruits and vegetables. So again, repeat after me. Tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, radish, onion, garlic, lemons, cabbage, pumpkin, potato, hot peppers, carrots, eggplant, corn, cauliflower, broccoli, beans, mushroom, watermelon, orange, bananas, strawberries, grapes, apple, melon, cherries, pear, pineapple, mango, kiwi, coconuts, papaya, avocado. Now, let's review some drinks. First, we say hot chocolate, coffee, lemonade, iced tea, juice, milkshake, water, tea, milk, beer, soda, wine. So, what do you eat for breakfast? For example, in my case, I eat gallo pinto with eggs and a cup of coffee. What do you eat for lunch? Well, in my case, I eat rice with chicken and salad. What do you eat for dinner? In my case, I eat fish with salad. And what do you like to drink? Well, in my case, I like to drink natural juice or water. Now it's your turn. Answer these questions with your information. In this activity, I will ask you a question and you answer by using the vocabulary we learned today. If you want, you can go back in the video to review those words. So, let's get started. What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for lunch? What do you eat for dinner? What do you like to drink? Great. Now, how do we order food in a restaurant? We are going to learn some very useful expressions that you can use when you go to a restaurant and you want to order food and drink. So, here it goes. First, there are some important words that we need to know. First, we say waiter. If it is a woman, we say waitress. And then we say customer. So when you go to the restaurant, you are the customer. Now, what do we say if we want to get a table? First, you can say table for 2, please. So if you are 2 people, you can say this. But if you are more people, you can just say the number of people, like table for 5, please, table for 1, please, and so on. Another good question that you can ask is, can I see the menu, please? Or, do you have a table by the window? By the window means that you want a table that is right next to the window. Let's continue. How do you order food in a restaurant? These are some very useful expressions that you can use. First, you can say, I would like the salad, please. Can I have the salad, please? In this case, you can change the word salad and you can put the word that you prefer, the food that you prefer. For example, can I have the meat? Or can I have the pizza? Etc. Also, you can ask, what do you recommend? Or you can say, what's today's special? Let's continue. This time, we're going to focus on some expressions that you can use when you want to order drinks. You can say, I would like a glass of water, for example, please. Can I have a coffee with milk, please? Or you can say, I will have the orange juice, please. How to make requests in a restaurant? Well, you can say, can I have it without, for example, onions, please? Without means that you don't want onions in your food. You can also say, can we have the bill, please? The bill is that piece of paper where you can see how much you need to pay for the food. Or you can also say, can I pay by card? Or can I pay with cash? So, to give you an example, I'm going to read this dialogue for you. Now, there are some important notes here. When you see the word here's, that means here is. When you see the word I'll, that means I will. And when you see the word I'd, that means I would. Okay, now let's get started. This is a dialogue between a waiter and a customer. So, good evening. Can I help you? Yes, a table for 2, please. Here's the menu. Are you ready to order? Yes, I'll have the grilled chicken with rice. Oh, I'd like the vegetable soup and a small salad. Anything to drink? Just water, please. A lemonade for me. Thank you. I'll bring your order soon. Okay, so it's practice time. Imagine that you are in a restaurant in this moment. You are blue in this dialogue, so you will answer the questions using the words learned today. If you want, you can go back in the video to review the expressions. So remember, I am black and you are blue. So let's get started. Good evening, can I help you? Here's the menu. Are you ready to order? Anything to drink? Thank you. I'll bring your order soon. A few minutes later. Here's your food. Enjoy. Sure. Will you pay by card or with cash? That's great. So that would be all for today's lesson. Thank you for your attention and see you next time. Bye-bye.